Oh yeah, Madison Beer, girl, you are so intoxicating. Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Biased, where I talk about things that I enjoy for your enjoyment. I'm your host, Super Jesus Jackson, your favorite man-child. Let's have a good time. Oh, so I've never heard of Madison Beer. Apparently, she got her big break when Justin Bieber retweeted one of her covers. It was a cover of Etta James's "At Last." I have no idea. I mean, that's really cool, you know. And it's honestly kind of also depressing because she's like the same age as me. Anyway, so she just released a new single, and I stumbled upon it when going through Instagram on my stories. So, advertising works. Yay, guys. So, Baby. No, not Justin Bieber's Baby, although that is... Oh, Justin Bieber's Baby. That's weird. No, I'm talking about the song Baby from Justin Bieber. Well, this is like Inception. I'm talking about Madison Beer's song, specifically, Baby, but it also happens to be the name of Justin Bieber's Baby, and that is also kind of fitting because Justin Bieber kind of got her famous, but at the same time, it's also weird because I also said Justin Bieber's Baby. Anyway, Madison Beer's song, Baby. It is the third single off of her upcoming album, Life Support. It was released on August 21st. Life Support. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of the that elderly commercial that we used to watch with the Life Alert. Like, oh, I help me, I can't get up. God, I am so bad. It is a pop and R&B banger, and when I say it's a banger, I mean it's a banger. You know, otherwise I wouldn't have made this video. But yes, so no shade at all whatsoever, okay? The song really reminds me of Ariana Grande. Now, I haven't heard, honestly, anything of Madison Beer, just like Juice WRLD. You know, honestly, this series is like really being kind of cool, you know, because I'm listening to stuff that I really wouldn't. So yes, the song kind of reminds me of an Ariana Grande tune, and that's not a bad thing, like at all. Now, Madison Beer's voice also reminds me of Ariana Grande. I mean, the tune itself, like I said, it's pop and R&B, so it's kind of a given. You know, the instrumentation is a little similar to Ariana Grande music. Madison Beer's tone, you know, her voice, her artistic style, whole R&B thing, it just all couples together to effectively, you know, remind me of that. But that's not a bad thing, not at all, because at the end of the day, you know, what matters is if the songs are good. The song's instrumentation is just simply one of the best I've heard this year so far. You know, it begins with like this subtle harp. It gives me chills. It kind of goes like doom 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 doom. Oh, that was like way off pitch, but yeah, it gives me chills. Especially the doom 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 doom. That part right there, it really doesn't have the same effect unless you kind of do it right after the previous part. Doom 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 doom. Right there. Oh, so good. So much tension, so much melancholy. I love it. I love it. You're such a... I love it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, I'm done. The shakers are simply on point with this track, okay? When the chorus comes, you know, they just go full bore. It's great. I love it. And the bass is really, you know, R&B-ish. You know, it's got these like Nike swooshes, you know, these like it's I sound like Scooby-Doo there. But yeah, essentially it's really cool. I love the second verse with the way she combines background vocals and stuff, and all the stuff that's going on really vocally, production wise, is great. You know, you have these background vocals when she's going like, I'm a handful, but that's what hands are for. Specifically, the background vocals go into the handful, but hands are for. And also the line that succeeds it, pin me to the floor, treat me like I'm yours. You know, it's just they're panned, you know, left and right, background vocals harmonizing. Oh, it's great. in the pre-chorus, I love the way that the background vocals, they kind of lead into the chorus perfectly well. So you have the lead vocal in the pre-chorus with her going like, maybe there's something I can take for this. How much longer I gotta wait for this? And then you have her going also in the background, and then as she proceeds into the rest of the pre-chorus, then her uhs kind of evolve into and then you have the harmonization. Oh, it's wonderful. The chord progressions in the song are the biggest highlight for me, and really almost for every song, the chord progression is going to be the biggest highlight. Mainly because this song is another example of, that depressing pop song, like where you have a pop song, you take away the bass, you take away the percussion, you take away the shakers, and at the end of the day, you have the chords and you have this, the melody and the vocal melody, and you have this really depressing song. What makes the song groovy is, of course, the percussion and the bass, right? So you take all that stuff away, and then you have just this really sad tune. It's awesome, and that's what makes, good music, right? The best music is the one that's like groovy, but at the same time melancholic. So the chord progression, you can kind of hear it in the harp, but the best way I can really, because I'm not, a music snob or anything like that, but the best way I can do it is by singing the chorus to you, which is a great chorus, but you can kind of hear the evolution of the chord progression and why it's so tension-filled, and it just grabs you and pulls you in. So it kind of goes like, if you want to be my baby, know I'm going to drive you mad. Probably going to call me crazy. I'm the best you've ever had, yeah. I can turn you on. Why you close till on. You hear it right there, right? That's specifically that, I can turn you on. That change right there, because you're like, okay, where's it going? Where she's like, I can turn you on. And then you're like, all right, where's it gonna go? And then it goes like, why you're close till on. It's great. That evolution is so good. It's what makes this chorus so gripping. And, I love that, these types of chords, these types of melodic lines, where it just has this, you're like, it's like this tension, right? It's like this, like, like this, like, cheese pull, but it goes perfectly well. Now, the thing about melodic lines, is that you could, like, you could put any lyric on that type of melodic line and it would be great. But, I mean, specifically in this case, it's great because, she's asking a question, and the line itself just kind of has this inquisitive nature to it, right? Because of the tension. So you have this, it's like, oh, why are your clothes still on, man? Like, I'm turning you on right now. Look at my body. Look at me. I'm just fantastic, and you're still not turned on. The bridge just also has this tug and pull, and it's great because, a lot of pop songs also don't even have a bridge, which I appreciate this one for having a bridge, but the bridge is just as great. The lyrical content really has to do with the protagonist really just showing herself off in every way possible and telling, she's telling, this guy that, look at me, here are all these reasons as to why I am basically irresistible and you have no other choice. And also, as irresistible as I am, there is a lot of stuff here that you need to take into account. I'm not just gonna give myself to you, like, you gotta be prepared because I'm the best there is and not just anyone can handle me. So I really like that. I really like this, sensual, take on, the lyrics, but at the same time, it's this kind of, empowerment thing too. With lyrics like, I look too good to be in this bedroom without someone to touch me like you do. Oh, so good. You will need it. You would pay for it. Go and empty out the bank for this. Oh. This one is one of my favorites. I'm a handful, but that's what hands are for. Pin me to the floor. Treat it like it's yours. Oh. Now, this one particularly caught my eye because, so in the first verse, she says, I look too good to be in this bedroom without someone to touch me like you do. And in the bridge, she changes it up and she says, I look too good to be up in this bedroom with someone like you to touch me like you do. So she changes up the with someone instead of the without someone. I think it's her way of saying, I look too good, period, no matter if I have someone, or if I don't, which I think is pretty cool. Overall, guys, this was a fantastic track to review / analyze / just basically talk about why I love it. I can't wait, honestly, to listen to more of her material for, many reasons. This was another episode of Biased, where I talk about things that I enjoy for your enjoyment. Please check out the previous video, the one with Juice WRLD and The Weeknd, with talking about Smile, another great track. Check out my social medias, check out my original music. The links are all down below in the description. Please give this video a like, a share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Really means a lot, and it really means a lot in general that you're just here to watch my content. So until next time, guys, I love you.